Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, July 20th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives up top. We have JC's Eye Candy below. Good one today, by the way. We'll get to it later. And over in the corner, the results of this week's rock and roll poll question. How excited are you about the upcoming Olympics? We're a week away now. 37%. Number one answer, I might watch some of it. Number two answer, I'll probably watch quite a bit. Number three answer at 24%, just a bunch of Z's in a row, like, and 11% said, can't wait, my family and I will watch as much as I can. And that's about what I figured the answer would be. All right, who was the best Batman of all time? And again, I know for the aficionados, there's 3 or 4 other guys who played Batman in various reincarnations. But in terms of the big Batman productions, who was the best Batman? Christian Bale, George Clooney, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, or Adam West? Please answer in the corner. Results for you on Monday. We're updating the Daily Dose on Mondays and Fridays, and you can also watch for me on Facebook, the Showgram with JC Corcoran, on Twitter, STL JC Corcoran. All right, everybody talking about the Colorado shootings at the midnight showing of Batman out there. You know, people are nuts. What can you say? People are nuts, and with the easy availability of assault rifles, we're not talking about guns, we're talking about assault weapons. You can get them, and as long as you can get assault weapons, and as long as nobody's willing to do anything about people being able to get assault weapons, or to even acknowledge that it's a problem in the first place, well, then why would anybody even be surprised by this? In fact, I think that's the big takeaway story from this event, and that is that nobody is even surprised anymore when this sort of thing happens. All right. Rush Limbaugh, by the way, beating on this drum. You know, Rush Limbaugh, it's sort of like dealing with an ex-wife. It's like if you took an empty tin can and put a small rock in it and then just rattled it incessantly all day and all night. This is what this guy is like. Of course, he's trying to insist that the character, the evil character in the new Batman movie, Bane, was deliberately put in there because of Bain Capital and Mitt Romney and trying to adjust people's perspective on the election, except that Bane was introduced in the Batman comic books back in 1993. Unbelievable. By the way, Christian Bale refused to play Batman if the movies were going to have a Robin character. He got a promise from the director that all 3 movies would be Robin-free. The new movie, 2 hours, 45 minutes, which makes it the longest Batman movie ever. Now, I was at the screening earlier this week, and an hour, and if you were following on Facebook, you know this, an hour and 20 into the movie, and a big critics screening over in at the Ronnie's in South County, and everybody was excited to see it. And an hour and 20 minutes into the screening, the film broke. And we sat there for about 20 minutes, and then they said it might take about an hour to fix. We don't really know, and this and that. And we sat there for a while, and a lot of people went home, and some people came back. And so I've seen the first hour and 20 minutes of the movie, so I can't really legitimately review it for you. I will say that you will not be alone if you are in the theater and you're watching this movie, and you say to yourself, and you're looking over at people going, I can't understand what this villain is saying, Bane, because they have his voice altered and it's like that. I couldn't understand a word the guy said. Now, my buddy Eric Mink, who went to the movie at a different screening the next night, said, yeah, I couldn't understand him either, but I understood what he meant. Eric, who attacks everything and everybody, making special allowances for a Batman movie. Seems out of character, Eric. All right, what else we got here? By the way, if you want to become Batman yourself, I hope you got some money. Let's just go through what you would need to be Batman. Okay? 1 year of an elite martial arts training, $75,000. Kevlar utility harness, $340. Gas-powered magnetic grappling gun, $1,800. You can see where this is going. Advanced Kevlar armor batsuit, $300,000. Cape with hang glider potential, $3,400. Don't exactly find those hanging on the rack. Proper bat vehicle, $140,000. Custom graphite helmet, $250. Sound amplifier for bat ears, $30. Full-time butler, $263,000. 10 boomerangs and 5 riot grenades, $1,200. 20 cans of black spray paint, $120. Total cost to be Batman, $785,140. And that doesn't count stately Wayne Manor, 42,000 square foot house, about $32.1 million. Have a nice day. By the way, back when Warner Brothers was developing Batman back in the late 1980s, they weren't really thinking Michael Keaton. They were actually thinking of taking the campy comedy tone of the 1960s TV series Batman, and they were going to cast Bill Murray as Batman. Apparently Mel Gibson and Alec Baldwin were also considered. By the way, speaking of that Bill Murray thing, I'm getting a little off the track here. There were about 7 other major movie roles that Bill Murray almost got. For example, they wanted him as the Harrison Ford character Han Solo in Star Wars. Alan Bauer in Splash, played by Tom Hanks. They wanted him to play Forrest Gump. They wanted him to play the Arnold Schwarzenegger character in Kindergarten Cop. They wanted him to do Billy Bob Thornton's character in Bad Santa. That one I could see. The voice of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story over Tim Allen. And they wanted him to play Rain Man, over Dustin Hoffman. Bill Murray, Jack Nicholson, and Robert De Niro all turned down the role. All right, the Emmy nominations for 2012 came out yesterday. For the first time ever, no shows from broadcast television nominated for the Outstanding Drama Series. There's also been sort of a changing of the guard in terms of late night, because Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert were the nominees. Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien, David Letterman were not nominated. In what is got to be, I think, the strangest story of the day, obviously outside of Colorado, but just in terms of strange. Dennis Rodman, the former Chicago Bulls star, and he was boinking Madonna for a while and stuff like that, met his father, finally. Apparently he had never met his father. This guy has 29 children by 16 different women. Who does he think he is, Marshall Faulk? He runs a bar in the Philippines called Rodman's Rainbow Obama Burger. Can't write stuff like this, folks. Rodman met him after playing an exhibition game in Manila. Sorry to see that Tom Davis died. You might not recall this name, but he was part of the comedy team that weighed the same, along with Al Franken. He helped create the Coneheads, Bill Murray's cheesy lounge singer character, and also Christopher Walken's The Continental character. Tom Davis died of cancer. I think he was something like 58 years old, something like that, 55. And it was 43 years ago today, 1969, that Neil Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon. I have told this story before. I'll tell you the brief story. I was playing a tournament baseball game in 1969, and we were on our way to the state finals if we were going to win this game. And I was pitching, and I came out to throw up my fifth inning warm-up pitches prior to the fifth inning, and there were like 2,000 people at this game. It was a big game in Mount Greenwood, Illinois, south of Chicago, and they had bunting all over the place, and it was hot, and the public address announcer said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I would like your complete and undivided attention. Please, can I have complete silence?" I got goosebumps here. And the place was just dead, 2,000 people, dead silent, because the United States of America just landed a man on the moon. And 2,000 people just cheer, uproarious cheering, and I'm standing on the mound. I took a bow. You know, what are you going to do? And it wasn't until after we lost that game and were eliminated, and then we had our banquet, and then we all came home at about 10 o'clock Central Time that night. We watched Neil Armstrong take those steps on the moon. And if you want to see an absolutely sensational movie, a sensational movie about a little hamlet in Australia that was responsible for the television transmission of Neil Armstrong's first step on the moon. Sam Neill from Jurassic Park and a bunch of other movies stars in a movie. Also, the guy who played was in Seinfeld, Patrick Warburton. That's right, I had no trouble. Anyhow, the movie is called The Dish. Okay, The Dish. It is a wonderful, small, independent movie about those goings-on, and I cannot recommend this movie enough. Again, Sam Neill in The Dish. And if you're sort of a fan of the whole Apollo and moon landing and Gemini and Mercury and all that sort of space program stuff, you'll love this. But anyhow, it's just something to check that out. By the way, Neil Armstrong, when he was walking down the ladder, his pulse registered at 160 beats. a minute. All right, let's move on to JC's Eye Candy today. You know, celebrities are always being photoshopped to make them look better. You know, it's a little more fun photoshopping them to make them look less glamorous and more normal and a lot like the rest of us. There's a website on Facebook. Well, actually, yeah, it's a Facebook page called Planet Hiltron. Planet Hiltron, and they have taken Kanye and Kim, Jennifer Aniston, Jay-Z and Beyonce, Gwyneth Paltrow, Madonna, Lindsay Lohan, and Brad and Angelina, and they messed with them, and it's really cool. Check it out, JC's Eye Candy, right below what you're looking at right now. All right, who was the best Batman? Christian Bale, George Clooney, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, or Adam West? Please answer down in the corner, or JC's Rock and Roll Poll. We'll have results for you on Monday. Again, we update on Mondays and Fridays, and you can also follow me on Facebook, The Showgram with JC Corcoran. In the meantime, have a great weekend, everybody. That's it, the Daily Dose for Friday, July 20th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.